What is happening right now is that in the spring of this year, 2022, after making it through the pandemic and all of us returning to work, when it came time to negotiate a new contract as far as audiovisual within the Oregon Convention Center, what Metro decided to do was, rather than bargain with us in good faith, they've decided that they would like to eliminate our department and bring in a third-party purveyor or some such plan. They haven't really been completely apparent with what they'd like to do, other than stating they no longer want to be in the audiovisual business, which I believe inherently as a convention center you are in the audiovisual business.
They basically want to break our contract. We've been in-house. I've been here since 2016. We care about the building. We care about our clients. We have return clients that are happy to see us every year when we do their fundraisers, when we do their corporate events, when we do their graduations. And the convention center seems to think that they can save money by bringing in third-party AV. But the problem with third-party AV is that they don't care about the building. They don't care about the people. For us, it's home. We care about the people we work with. We take care of the setup crew. We work with them so that we don't get in each other's way. It's really nice when return clients come back year after year and say, "Hey, how are you? It's nice to see you again."
I'm sure we all love what we do, but I can honestly say I love what I do. I was able to walk in day one, take ownership of it, clean it up, straighten it out, make sense of it, take pride in my work, and just do something that I never was able to do since my military days, is take ownership of a department and make it actually make sense and be fluent.
I started with Metro in the Oregon Convention Center a little over around 5 years ago in 2017. And since the pandemic, we've been told that our department is going to be eliminated. I guess what upsets me is how this has been handled. I understand that organizations need to make changes, but I just thought that sweeping our department, sweeping me under a rug without having the respect of talking to me and letting me know what those decisions are, whether I like them or not, it was really disheartening that no one came to me personally or sat us down as a unit. We could have sought other work in the middle of the pandemic. We decided to come back. I decided to stay here. I have a kind of a servitude. I feel responsible for showing up here every day when I'm scheduled. Yes, I have sick time accrued, but I barely use it because I really care about the people I work with. I care about the people I work for. And to be treated like this just seems like such a smack in the face.
I've been in a bunch of the meetings so far, and from what I can see, it seems like a few accountants operating on the wrong kind of information have drawn conclusions that for some reason they can bring in anyone off the street and save money by having them do our jobs.
Metro, or Merck actually, is more correct, is intending to dissolve the in-house AV department at the Oregon Convention Center, and intending to no longer, in a sense, provide AV services by having another company come in and manage those AV services.
Having an experienced team that knows the house, that knows how things work, that can diagnose problems on the fly much quicker because we've worked together, we've trained together, we have new equipment, and we get trained on all the new equipment. We've got brand new lights just before the pandemic that are, go with our LEED Platinum certified building. I don't think there's a match for it. Yeah, you can bring in people from big companies, but they rely on us when they can't figure out how to get something done. We know who to call, who to ask, who to get them to.
Well, this affects us in a large way. Obviously, it's our job. This is our form of income, and something that has been difficult for all of us. For years, this department has functioned as part-timers. If there's no work, we don't work. We are event-based as far as our employment goes. So the entire argument that overhead or we're costing them money seems hard to make. We are flex time. We work when there's events. So we've dedicated a lot of our time, a lot of our schedule, and a lot of years to be part of Metro and to be part of this. And now with this going away, this is, for some of us, it's 75%, some of it's 50%, some of it's 100% of our income. So this is a place that we've dedicated a number of years of our life to be a part of, and part of that Metro promise was a living wage job in Portland metro area. And this is something, the job security and being part of this was something that was important to us.
Been a part of my life for the last 5 years almost as of October, and it's not been the most stable job, but it's been a provider for my family for this long, and like I said, I take pride in it every day.
I've been at the convention center for 12 years, and I've worked with some of these people for all 12 years. And it's a real team. So when you're putting on someone's convention, you need the audio person to be doing the right thing, the video person to doing the right thing, the camera people doing the right thing. Otherwise, nothing is going to come together. And I've worked with these people for years.
Well, obviously, for us, it means we all lose our jobs, and with Metro, which is a good union job. And, you know, for a lot of us, this is our only source of income. I know for me, it's been my primary source of income for the last 13 years.
If they were to bring in somebody else to take us over, I probably would not remain, because I enjoy working for Metro. I believe in Metro's values of providing living wage jobs for the local community, especially women, people of color, diverse community.
I mean, we care about what we do, we care about the building, we take care of our equipment. Outside people are not going to care about anything. They're going to damage something, not care about how much that costs.
What you miss out by going to other people instead of us is a level of quality of service that we've developed over the years. So if you ask 100 random people what their greatest fear is, speaking in public is a huge fear. So we know how projectors work, and we can set up a PA system, and we know how to do microphones, but our real job is to make it as easy as possible for someone to come into the convention center, put on their event, speak in front of their peers, especially if they don't like speaking in public, and making it as comfortable as possible for them to do that.
The entire course of me being here at the convention center, we've had all staff meetings where we have been coached by the administration that we are the whole building is a team. It's just not departments, that we're all invaluable, that we all make a difference. And, you know, we've been part of this marketing campaign of being the difference, being the D, and how important that is to Metro and to make this company survive and thrive. After going through years and years of all this marketing about how we are the difference, and everything that we do is this branding of who we are, it's really our identity within the building. It's not just us and AV, it's every department. We're an integral part of this Oregon Convention Center family. And so to have them all of a sudden say, hey, by the way, you know, none of that was real. We were just, that was just a story we were telling everybody to make everything, sound good and look good, is what it feels like.
You can have big companies come in who are talented technicians, but for them it's just another gig, it's another building. For us, we care about the small, we care about everybody, whether you're a huge show like the auto show, or you're one of the local mom and pop that has their corporate meeting once a year, or they have their, the ironworkers have their pin party, or OHSU comes and brings all of their graduates, and it's we care about the community, and I don't think you're going to get that feeling and that care about, we not only care about your show, but we care about you.
Guy Kawasaki, once again, spoken everywhere in the world for years, is an Apple advocate, has worked for Apple from the beginning, and was editor of Macworld for years. When he finished his presentation here, he sat down with pencil and paper. The computer guy sat down with pencil and paper and wrote a one-page letter to us in the tech crew saying, I was really taken care of here, and I know that my show was as good as possible.
There are certain values that you can't put a number on, and I feel like that hasn't been taken into consideration in the calculations of how successful the department is going to end up being.
If you start bringing in third-party organizations, you're going to get people that are answering ads on Craigslist. You're going to get people who have never seen each other before. You're going to get people on the crew who are introducing themselves to each other an hour before the show starts. If the accountants think we can probably save a little money by cutting our crew out, you're also saving money by degrading the reputation of Metro and the Oregon Convention Center and Portland, which recently needs as much good vibe as it can get.